Good morning. This is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me, kings and queens. Um, you know, like I say, we are royalty. Okay? Now, we got to act royalty. We got to act like it now. We got to act it. Okay? We're going to have Black Wall Street everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. Okay? Now, this is the thing. We have got to be professional in what we doing. If you running a business, I understand you run out of stuff, but you got to be professional about how you doing things. Your whole reputation got to this the one thing that I learned in life is that when you doing a job, do it unto God. That's what you do. Do your job unto God. It was days I lagged at work. Yeah, everybody do. Everybody lag off at work a little bit, But I had a supervisor tell me, when he handed me my paycheck, I said, thank you. He said, oh no. He said, you don't have to say thank you. You earn your paycheck, and that stuck with me. It did because I do my work unto the Lord. And that's what we have to do. Even though you tired and you don't feel like it, if you in customer service, honey, represent that you are customer service. Act like you customer service. Put a smile on your face. Don't bring work home to work and don't take work home. Put a smile on your face. Hi, may I help you? Thank you for, represent your company. Represent. And that's the same thing with us, I got to tell it. When we have businesses, we got to be professional people. We got to go in as professionals, especially when we going in each other's houses and doing type of work. Because look, not only we are legends, whether we famous or not only do you represent you represent your whole race. Because I'm going to tell you something, this is the honest to God truth. I know somebody who acts before a worker or anybody come to their house. Is it going to be an African? And if it is, he passes. And this is an African himself because he felt, it's somebody I know that I know. And I know this is the truth. He felt like we not professional. He said somebody came in and busted water main and then, just messed everything up. And I'm sorry to say this, but sometimes, we hurt on each other, real bad. We hurt on each other worse than other races hate on us. We really do. And we need to stop this. We need to come up out of this. We got to be professional. If you're going to have a business, be professional with your business. Run it like God is the supervisor. That's how you run it. Like you got the answer to the Lord. Because really, that's who you got the answer to. He is God. I'm going to put a link, some words down in the description down there because I got touched this morning by Mr. Teddy Pendergrass. He was talking about wake up everybody. The world won't get no better if we don't change it. And that's the truth. We got to do something about it. See, we can stay stuck in the status quo. And when you got a little restaurant, you missing tables and chairs, you ain't got this and ain't got that. Somebody come, order something. We ain't got that. We ain't got that. When I don't know. You always got to be short with people and snapping at folks and going off and this and that. Then you in the wrong line of business. You need to go where you ain't got to talk to people. You ain't got to talk to nobody. You just be off by yourself like a bus driver. But I like working with people. I like working with folks. I love seeing the passengers. Because, when I see people that keep me busy, keep me with something to do at work and help the time go by. So that's how you act when you go to work. That's one thing that my parents did instill in me, and I appreciate that, was a good work ethic. My daddy, my father, worked for the post office. He delivered mail. All his life, worked manufacturing jobs before that, little jobs he can get. My dad was born in 1934, and you think we under oppression? Just imagine what he was going through. And I got a picture of him so proud standing there in his poster uniform like he wanted the police. He was so glad, and happy, and he worked that job till he retired. And my dad said, if you go to work, you ain't got no problem. As long as you working, you all right. Just keep on working. And that is what my dad said. Just keep working. You call my dad with anything. You got a headache. Or did you go to work? As long as cause see, they instilled that government, you have to go to work. You cannot take no days off. And my dad was worrying about his job back then. He already under pressure, so he got to go to work. He got to be there. He got to show up because they already want to get rid of us anyway, so he got to be there. And I'm telling you, that's how I was. I was at work, honey. I went to work. Well, no matter how I felt, no matter what was going on, because look, I got to go work it out. I got to make it work. I got to make it happen. I got to work. I got to go to work. Got to work. Got to work these jobs. So we got to work. We got to work on us. In the meantime, we got to rise over this oppression. I'm reaching out to folks. I'm breaking through that celebrity ring. I am. I'm breaking through that ring, honey. That's a hard ring to break. Some celebrities are some of the biggest haters on other Africans. I said some. Some celebrities are some of the biggest haters on other Africans. It's like they put themselves up on the pedestal. They better than us. Y'all help me get where I'm at, but y'all down there. It's like that. That's how I feel. And it shouldn't be like that because look, like Teddy Pendergrass say, we got to get together before we go face judgment. He said that in the song. We really do. We got to get it together. You doing out there doing you, honey. You just as busy as a squirrel doing you. Don't see the danger up ahead. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's evil out there working. It's evil out there working. Just like I was telling you about them flies, honey. Flies represent evil. I was thinking about this. When I was telling you about those flies, I was listening to that episode. Honey, it was worse than that. Listen to this. I'll be walking. It's a wooden floor, the parquet floor all through the house. And but I be walking. I look down, it's flies all over the floor. I had to get my dog to keep her from eating the flies. The house was possessed, and flies are really a representation of evil. That's why you see them all in the scary movies. You think, oh, flies, but honey, I know for a fact. See, and the ancestors revealed that to me. They out to steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah, they good for science and different things like that. And I'm gonna tell you something. I got a son. My oldest boy, when he was 5 years old, he was, boy, always been smart all his life. I used to drive him to a program across town called the GATE program. He can go to a special school, get to school. But look here, he's 5 years old. Flies used to drive him crazy. He just out swatting, don't even want to go outside because he's scared of flies. He don't want the flies. He hated them. And so he told me, he said, when I grow up, I'm going to be a scientist so I can learn how to get rid of flies. And come to find out, he didn't graduate with a bachelor's degree in math. And he can do it if he want to, but he preaching. He a minister, like his mama. He telling the word out there in California. And I'm so proud of my baby. I really am. I'm proud of him. And be proud of your children, because look, these are our legacies. Our kids didn't come with how-to books. We did the best we could. And that's what I tell mine. I said, didn't nobody hand me no how-to book when they handed me you. I did the best I could. Yeah, I made mistakes. I did this and I did that. I tried to make up for it. Everything I did. But look. And then on top of that, for a while, I was mad at my mama because what didn't happen for me and what I felt I should have had, and this, that, and the other. But look, our parents were under oppression. That's what we need to realize. Our parents were under oppression. We under oppression. Everybody, we all Africans. And it ain't even just us no more. It done went from us to the other races who are under oppression, going through, seeing different things. It's people upset about what they seeing Africans going through, what they seeing happen to other races. Everybody touch everybody here in the United States. We are a melting pot over here. This ain't supposed to be the way it is. It's not. It's some people just like it like that. Some people just love to wallow in evil. and just be a part of evil, and all in the midst of evil, because those are tormented souls. Those are hellions. Those are people who been put here just to torment others. You probably know some folks like that. Probably got some people like that at your job. Something like that. I'm telling you, these tormented souls, they put here to put us through. To have us going through, to draw us in, to pull us into the midst of this confusion and stuff. That's why I tell you, leave Jerry Springer and Maury Povich and all this other stuff, leave that foolishness alone. Because see, what these people could do, Jerry Springer, you done made enough money off us clowning on your show. Now it's time to come on back in the community, because look, Africans helped build this United States, Jerry Springer. You can come on back and help put back in the community and help lift us up out this oppression. You see what's going on, Jerry Springer? You watched them when they climbed the walls of the Capitol, the evil looking for lawmakers and Africans. You knew that, Jerry Springer. You saw that. So look, now, Maury Povich, why you had them running and clowning and falling all out on the stage and jumping up and down, doing jumping jacks and all this other stuff. Now, Maury Povich, it's time to come back. It's time to come back in the community. You went there to look for them to help build up your ratings and help build up your show. Now it's time to come back and help build up the African community. We need help. I'm telling you, I'm knocking down the doors of these celebrities. I am. I ain't kidding. This is every day, honey. And on top of that, I am also writing to the White House. I understand they in deep right now. They busy. I'm talking about every time I look at Joe Biden, he undoing some evil that Donald Trump done did. It may take him 4 years just to undo all the evil. But, in the meantime, we got Kamala Harris. Thank God for the vice president. Thank God we got a woman who understands. And so she busy too. She got to undo the evil that Mike Pence didn't fix. So now she in the vice president position, got to undo his evil. Cause look, Mike Pence, I ain't gonna say the man evil, but look, he did not stand up for the country like he should have. He saw this stuff was going on, and that's why they picked Mike Pence, cause they knew he wasn't gonna do nothing. That's why they picked him, just a little flunky. He drink the water when he see Trump drink the water. And see, that's what I'm saying. So, but now we got help. It's all right now, people. We got help. Destination up ahead, greatness. I see it. I see the light. I see our destination. I stopped getting ready to come off. We getting ready to get off and disembark from this oppressive underground railroad we've been on. It's time. It's time to rise. It's time to reach our greatness in God. We have came to a fork in the road. It ain't no mistake that you are growing. It ain't no mistake that you are here with me. It ain't no mistake that you've been going through what you've been going through only to come out and get the victory and reach your greatness in God. Because God got a blessing for you, but are you willing to receive it? Are you willing to stop doing you in order to receive it? To sit back and let go and let God. Watch God and the ancestors begin to manifest beautiful, and I mean beautiful, things in your life. When you get to be like me, when you go outside, see it raining, and be happy that it's raining. You can smile at the rain. That's happy. Because when you can understand that it's got to rain in order for God's creations to grow on this earth, we need the rain. When you can get out the mindset that the rain is depressing. Rain is not depressing. We need the rain. If we didn't have the rain, everything would die. The trees would die. Everything. You want everything dead? No, you don't. So it's got to rain. In each life, some rain must fall. Remember I told you, Tupac said that. He won't send that message again. The rain gonna come, but keep your head up, So you got to keep your head up. You got to walk in roar. You got to step in power. You got to walk in faith. Believe in God. Know and trust God is going to work the situation out. He done worked it out where you start growing. You listen to these episodes, and you need to get on YouTube and listen to those, watch those episodes, and Because these episodes, they minister to me. I go back and listen to them. It really does. It ministers to you. It does. Because look, we are working. We truly are. We are overcoming this oppression of this country and ourselves. Through love. Love will conquer if you just believe, kings and queens, and it will. Love drives out hate, Dr. King said, and it does. Even in the end, Malcolm X changed his mind. He saw, that love is the way, not hate. Love is the way. And even the queen, as she ran to love. Cause it was some people who helped her. Some people who working through that God used to work through. I told you about the atheist came to encourage me on the day when I was feeling down and discouraged. I'm on Twitter looking for, just anybody try to help me, encourage me. And I say, hello, is anybody there? And then he said, I'm here. Keep on going. You're doing good. I didn't even know this person. So I go over there and click over. I'm going to follow him. And first thing I see is I'm an atheist. Well, I can't follow no atheist. So, but I thank the Lord. I praise God for sending an atheist to encourage me. God will use anybody that he need to use. He will. He'll use evil. If he need to use evil, he'll use evil. Because I'm going to tell you something. He used the evil over in that house because I'm a believer now. I know the way, the truth, and the light. I know which way to go. And the walk is a spiritual walk. It's not a religious walk. It's a spiritual walk. It's not giving up your money and all your time and going running up behind somebody and doing what they tell you to do, living the way they tell you to live, dressing the way they tell you to dress. It's living in honor to God. That's what it is, and in honor to you, because this is your own spiritual walk. I'm gonna be the beacon of light and tell you the way, but you got to do it for yourself. See, the pastor ain't gonna come in the house and make sure you doing it. His way. He ain't gonna do that. But look. This is the way. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual walk with God. It is, people. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. Let's rise, kings and queens.